All right, I am Reverend T. I am the unrefined priest, and today we're going to be talking about Cam Newton and marriage. To be honest with you, I have never seen anybody so publicly wrestling with one single topic as I have recently with Cam Newton and the topic of marriage. If you follow Cam Newton, I've always been a fan of Cam Newton. I've absolutely loved how he played quarterback. You had a guy who could throw the ball, but also was very athletic and elusive, and a big dude that could take a hit. I've never seen anybody like Cam before him, and I haven't seen anybody like him after. I mean, Lamar Jackson is amazing. I love watching him play, but he's a skinny dude. And I'm not sure that he can take the hits that Cam Newton could. Cam was absolutely fun to watch. And he's fun to watch even today. I love his podcast that he's doing here. He is right now wrestling a bear on the topic of marriage. If you follow Cam's podcast, you know that he's had on several guests in the last, I'd say over the last year, where they're wrestling with the topic of marriage. I'm going to show you a video from Dr. Bryant, who's really going to put it to Cam. She's not going to hold anything back, and I love that about her. But Chance sits down and they have a conversation about marriage. He just interviewed a guy. I think his name is Ace. I don't really know him. I probably should. He seemed like a pretty cool guy. They talked about marriage. He had Jason Wilson on, which I will also play a clip because Jason Wilson is absolutely phenomenal. And he puts it to Cam too. Look, let me say a couple things about this before I play this video. I'm a priest in the Episcopal Church. Obviously, I have a high view of marriage. I believe that marriage is a covenant that you are entering into with another person and God. And I think marriage is an absolute beautiful thing. I do understand the fear of marriage, particularly for modern men, because if this thing goes sideways, you are losing half of your shit and your kids. And that's a hard pill to swallow. So I do understand the predicament that Cam is in, but for me, it is worth the leap. You just make sure that you find the right woman, a woman who loves you, is not about the lifestyle and all of that, but is about you and your family, and you can make it work. But I do want to play this clip from Dr. Bryant, and then I'll play a short clip from Jason Wilson, who also brings it to Cam. The thing I love about what Cam Newton is doing is he is talking with people who are not letting him slide. He's not just talking to people who are like, yeah, whatever you want, that's best. You know, he hasn't brought in a bunch of yes people to affirm what he's already doing. He's bringing in people who also have a high view of marriage and saying, look, you're doing it wrong, and they're hitting them. And he takes it pretty well, just like he did a hit in football. So I appreciate it. This is a very entertaining video just to kind of watch Cam squirm a little bit and to see how bold Dr. Bryant is when she addresses this. So let me get that rolling and we'll go.
A lot of people see my situation and not think that I'm not high functioning.
What situation?
See my situation? That's a very vague question, and it's for you
What
to
situation are you referring to that they're looking at and thinking is not high function?
Just my life.
Your life entirely, or your life in relationships?
My life.
See, don't deflect. Let's stay here. Your life entirely, or your life in relationships?
Both, really.
And they think that you're low functioning.
No, I don't.
You just said people see your life and think you're not high functioning. The opposite of that would be low functioning.
No. Okay, so here you go. You're trying to take my intentions away from this. Can I correct it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Or can I give you more?
Yeah, some more information. Heck yeah.
So, I'm not married, right? I have beautiful children.
How many?
8.
I didn't do my research. I thought it was 4, but 8. Okay.
No, baby.
Cool.
It's
by how
8.
many women?
3. And this is the kicker. I want more. Now,
By multiple women? What's the intent
I
of
just
just
want
saying, or
God
by
to
your
bring
wife?
him. I just want God to bring him.
Oh, okay. And you have, so you just.
Because
bring him,
my
okay.
point is this. My desire to get married is lower than my fear of divorce. So, as you had said, Dr. Brian, you said it, I didn't say it, I will agree. I'm just taking my time.
Drinking and driving is a decision that could change your whole world. You can face a life-altering by Nitsa.
You're not taking your time.
I am, though.
You're being very action-based. You're not taking your time. You're being very action-based.
I'm taking my time.
You're being very action-based. You have 8 kids
Yeah.
with 3 different women.
Yes.
You are creating, procreating, and multiplying. That is not taking your time. You're being very selectively active. Okay? So you're creating, and disclaimer, the kids are innocent, they are beautiful and amazing. Anything I say has nothing to do with them babies, because I can't wait to be a mom, and I love the kids, period. But you are proactively choosing where you want to be active at and where you want to take your time. You want to take your time in having a wife because of your own fears. But you will, and I say this with all respect and love, what I'm about to say next, okay, Cam? But you will selfishly create broken families, even if you're in their life and you're a proactive father, and I believe you're an amazing daddy. I can only imagine with just your presence and knowing you thus far. But these families are still broken. Every child cannot have Papa in the house with them. So some child, if not all, will end up with some kind of deficit without daddy being there. Now, you chose to do that. I'm not saying you sat there and woke up one morning and said, I want to be selfish today, so I'm going to go make a baby. Not saying that at all. But those are selfish acts at the expense of your fear. So at what point do you feel the fear, do it anyways? And yeah, that is a low functioning behavior. To say that I am going to create these homes. Oh, let me go better. I'm going to build these houses and put kids and these beautiful women and kids in them, but I ain't going to create a home in them. I'm going to wait till I dissipate my fear to find a wife where I'm still going to be fearful with, because there's no such thing as not having some type of nerve or some type of feeling behind marrying somebody who you're spending your life with. And then I'm going to build a home with her while all these other beautiful babies have houses. That's completely unfair and it's selfish.
Just tell me when I can solve.
Yeah, almost. That's completely unfair and that's selfish. And so, yes, you're taking your time in this department, but you're not taking your time in this department, which means you're compartmentalizing. And compartmentalizing never works. Compartmentalizing hurts everybody involved. Everybody who's in this box and that box and this box and that box and this box. And then here you go over here trying to figure out what box you're going to feed or entertain or do. Then you're looking outside to figure out who's your next victim to put in the box. It's unhealthy, and it's a huge dysfunction.
Damn. She is not letting him slide on anything. Yes, that is low functioning behavior. Yes, you are creating broken homes. Yes, it is selfish. She said it right to his face. Like, damn. That's bold. I instantly became a fan of this chick. Like, seriously, I love what she's able to say to him and how she says it. I think that that's important as well. This dude is also going to sit down and talk to Cam Newton about marriage. This is Jason Wilson, and this is a bad dude as well. He's not going to hold back either. But let me just say, when you're wrestling with a topic like this, and the way that Cam is doing this so publicly, this is a good place to be. Like, props to Cam for being honest. Props to Cam for bringing on people who are going to challenge him. And props to the way that he just sat there and listened to Dr. Bryant tell him that's low functioning behavior, you're being selfish, and you're creating broken homes. No anger, just taking it in. And when you're in that place, you are generally in a place where you can be molded and changed. And I would not be surprised in the next 5 years if you don't see Cam Newton tying the knot, because he is wrestling with it. And what comes with that wrestling is an acknowledgement that what I'm doing is not healthy. It is not what is ideal for my kids. It's not what is ideal for these women, and it's not what is ideal for me. It's also not what's ideal for society. It creates a breakdown in society as well. So I love where Cam is. I love that Dr. Bryant just nailed him on this. Jason Wilson is going to take a different approach to it, but it is also really challenging to hear what Jason Wilson's going to say as well. This is more of a Christian angle to it than what you had with Dr. Bryant was more a psychological or sociological angle. So let's jump into this one real quick.
Jesus wasn't married.
Bro, son, come on.
Like, bro.
How long was Jesus here?
33 years.
How long was his ministry?
A lifetime.
3. Well, when he was, he ministered his entire life, because at 12 he was teaching in a synagogue.
Mm-hmm.
But they say, scholars or theologians say at 30, and then he lived 3 years in accomplishing all that he needed to do. Now, you use him as an example, but throughout, let's go to the beginning. The goal is one man, one woman, one flesh. 2, which is 1 and 1, equals 2, become one flesh. Mm-hmm. That's scripture. Okay, so real quick.
But I just need to hear this.
Mm-hmm.
Was Jesus married or not?
Life's all about leveling up.
Cam
Whether I'm
and his
handling business
commercials.
on the field or
I didn't hear you.
No, he was not married.
Okay.
Okay?
Keep making your point.
Okay, well, we can stay there. Mm-hmm. What is your point? Did he preach against marriage? What did Jesus say the reason why Moses allowed for divorce?
Infidelity.
No.
What? The adultery. No, it wasn't adultery?
Mm-mm. Remember, the Most High is, see, when you're running or escapism, you think because the Most High allows something that he approved it. Yeshua, Jesus said that Moses allowed them that certificate of divorce because the people's hearts were hardened. It's not his will, son. It's not.
Mm-hmm.
Truth is truth. It's not what we can make it. It can't. It's solid. It stands on something.
Mm-hmm.
Yahushua's mission wasn't to come here to have a family. His mission was to come here and show us the way and die for our sins and rise again on the third day and give us salvation, access to the Most High, which we didn't have. He was locked in. So that's the danger in having a fear. I'm not saying you have a fear-based mind, but when we allow fear, or when we look through the lenses of fear, it changes really the perspective or perception of what he's trying to show us. For me, let me give you an example.
I'm still, my example's still pending too. But
What example? Still
right.
I didn't give you the example of what.
Okay.
Cam's going to go on a crazy example. But the point that you see...
long as we clear on what...
The point that you see in both of these clips that I showed you is fear is the underlying issue that Cam is wrestling with. Cam is afraid of divorce. And you and I know that we can't live our life being ruled by fear. You and I know that for us to accomplish anything, for anything amazing, that we need to be able to push that fear aside and move into what God has for us. That is what Dr. Bryant is sharing with Cam Newton. That is what Jason Wilson is sharing with Cam Newton as well. Because, yeah, I give it to you, marriage is scary. But the benefits of marriage far outweigh the fear. And the truth is, is that you can pretend that you're in a committed relationship, but until you actually enter into that marriage, there's no commitment. If you can walk away the next day with no issue, there's no commitment. The commitment is marriage. Marriage is that thing that brings one and one together as one flesh. And that is always what marriage has done. But to see Cam wrestling with this, again, this is a good place to be. And all of us are wrestling with different things. If you can wrestle with these things honestly, then what you're doing is you're allowing God to change not just your mind, but your heart. And to see people wrestling, I don't come down on people when I see people wrestling. I get excited. When I don't see people wrestling. It's when people have become so content with their bad decisions that it doesn't bother them one bit. They're in a bad place. But when you're wrestling with something the way that Cam Newton is on the topic of marriage, that tells me you're in a really good place. God is about to do something in your life that is really life-changing. And for Cam, I look forward to seeing it take place. But that is Cam Newton on marriage. It's a fascinating watch. You can go through, you can watch a variety of clips of Cam Newton wrestling with a lot of different people on this very same topic, because this is something that God has kind of got into his heart and he isn't letting go. And when God does that, good things happen. My name is Reverend T. I am the Unrefined Priest. If you like what I'm doing, hit that like button as well as the subscribe button, and I will catch you on the next one.